who cares what people think, right? At the end of the day, that's all they really think. You know, they're just thinking. You know, they think they know you, but maybe they don't. I mean, the way I see it with myself personally is nobody knows me. No one will ever know me. I'm the only person that's ever known me. Ever known what's going on in my head. Ever known what my motivations are in life. That's just me. No one knows. You know, people only know what I tell them. Or how I act. But even then, they can just take insight into it. And who cares if people like you or people don't? At the end of the day, people are like Marmite. You know, I don't know if you have Marmite in America. It's like a yeast compound. Like, I think it's like the leftovers from brewing beer. And some people really love it and some people don't. That's what people are like. I mean, you know, there are certain types of people that crowd, you know, their group. And at the end of the day, you've got your crowd, you've got your group. And it doesn't really matter who you are or what you're about, you'll always have a group. And yeah, sometimes it is a good idea to kind of just destroy your life to move on, kind of thing, to get rid of everything that you hold to move on, because maybe, you know, your life is from an old group, you know, it's from an old group of who you were, but usually you'll find that them things will naturally go away, they'll naturally leave you. And I think you should embrace that. You should always embrace change, because it will always happen. You can never run away from it. And I think those that do usually tend to end up in stagnant life. You know, people are like the flow of water. You know, when you live, you're like the flow of water. I mean, if you cease to move about or you fear change so much that you don't move, you're rigid within your lifestyle, you become stagnant. Definitely. And, you know, I get what you're saying about, you know, smoking weed and all that, the imagery and that, definitely. But I used to smoke weed probably about 4 or 5 years ago now, and no longer. But the imagery and the imagination and everything creative is still there. I think it's more to do with the age that you smoke weed. You know, generally people start to smoke weed as they're going through developmental stages of life, you know. And I think these developmental stages of life actually bring on the creativity. It's not just alone the drug, but that's just an insight that I have no real bearing on that of truth. I just think, you know, do what you gotta do, but, you know, it doesn't really matter what people think. It doesn't really matter what you're doing in life. You know, you'll always have a group of people, you know, that you can level with, that, you know, you can relate to, and they can relate to you. You know, all you've got to do is open your heart, and open your mind. Just be open in general, and, you know, you'll find that there's lessons there that you need to learn, because that really hurt. Yeah, there's lessons there that we all need to learn, and you know, we're equipped with that capability to learn, so that's a very useful thing.